What's up, Blue Nation? It's your boy Jonathan. I don't know why I'm singing. What's up, guys? This is John's Corner. I'm Jonathan, and so a while ago we talked about the dreaded Chucky remake, or Child's Play remake, where they're basically turning Charles Lee Ray into Chucky. He's no longer going to be a criminal killer who uses voodoo to go into a doll, which I still think is one of the coolest origin stories of all time. But they're not going with that. They're going with the small soldiers of, oh, it's a really advanced AI chip that makes them come alive and turns them evil. Like, what? Why are you making small soldiers into a horror movie? Doesn't need to happen. So I was like, oh, well, unfortunately, after 7 awesome movies, the saga of Chucky is dead. Except it's not, because what they announced before they announced the remake was the TV show. But then when the remake came out, it kind of seemed like the TV show was gone, except Sci-Fi picked it up. Everyone from the original creator, the original Charles Lee Ray, they're all coming back. So we're getting a Child's Play TV show set in the original timeline. I could not be happier. This is truly like golden age of television. Well, silver and bronze. Look, good things are happening. All right, I'm excited. And while we're talking about that, I thought we could talk about some other properties that should have had things happen and then didn't, particularly in the horror genre. So let's start off with Evil Dead. During the 3rd season of the show, they were announcing a movie, and if you see the way Ash vs. Evil Dead, the series ends, that is so primed for a movie. Give us the damn movie. But Bruce Campbell's apparently walking away from the franchise. I guess he was disappointed with how fans reacted to it. But I still say I love Bruce Campbell, huge fan. I met him, he's a nice guy. And I'm not saying his point of view is bullshit. I'm saying Starz' expectations were bullshit. Because if you look at their numbers, the numbers were up when the show was on the air. And then the show went back down. They didn't cancel it because there weren't enough people watching it. They canceled it because they couldn't retain the audience. And instead of taking the lesson that CBS took when the drop-off after Discovery Season 1 finished, they had a drop-off too. But they didn't blame Discovery like Starz blamed Ash vs. Evil Dead. Instead they said, hey, you know what? We're going to give you Star Trek all year round. And now we have like 4 or 5 Star Trek shows coming out. It's because CBS was smart and Starz was stupid. But instead of acknowledging the fact that Starz was stupid, they blame the fans. Because that's how you keep an audience, is you accuse your fans of shit. But the other Ash vs. Evil Dead property that we should have gotten, that would have been so fucking awesome, was Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. And they made it in a comic book, and I'm dying to find it. I haven't been able to find it, but that would have been so cool. Like, to see the King taking on Freddy and Jason. That would have been awesome. But another property that I just heard about was apparently they were trying to make, and this is the weirdest one I've heard of yet, Leprechaun versus Candyman. Why? Why would you make that? Leprechaun versus Chucky, I could see. They're both kind of comedic. They're both tiny. I could see that. You could have fun with that. Candyman versus Leprechaun is just such a weird choice. Why would anyone watch? Well, I would definitely watch it. I think a lot of people would watch it. And they're both great franchises. I still haven't seen the new Leprechaun, though. I'm dying to. But why would you cross those two things over? They don't really seem to fit in the same world. I don't know. It just, to me, it seems really weird. But apparently it didn't happen because Tony Todd said no. It's just like, yeah, that's probably a smart choice. But they're remaking Candyman, which I don't know how I feel, because Tony Todd is Candyman. Like, that trilogy is so good. I don't know, but it's interesting to see about things that didn't happen and what could have been. I always like that stuff. And I still hope. Well, apparently they're making an Evil Dead remake, the sequel to the Evil Dead remake, and an Evil Dead video game. And if the Evil Dead video game takes place after Ash vs. Evil Dead, that would be awesome. Just give us some kind of continuation of that story, because that story was so cool. But yeah, so I just wanted to come in and talk about all that stuff. Anyways, I'm Jonathan. Give us legends.